Hi guys, this is Simeon from Swedish Homestead. It is early morning, it's still very dark outside, and it is snowing, hailing, raining outside, everything at the same time. Today we're going to process our turkeys for Thanksgiving and some chickens as well, and you will be part of it. Okay, so I'm right now in my parents' kitchen. It's early morning and everybody is going their way on the farm. These are the slaughtering knives that we have, and I'm gonna sharpen them now. Gonna use these two for the actual slaughter, and this is when we will cut the turkeys or the chickens into pieces, thighs and breasts and all that. So this is something that I'm probably going to receive lots of comments on, because we are not good at this. This is one of the things where it's just very difficult for us to sharpen knives. I know you could practice a lot. We've tried a lot, with stones and everything, and right now we don't even have a proper stone or proper stones to do this. I want to order them. This is a Fiskars sharpener, and I just don't find them to work. I think this is the one that works the best for me at the moment. It is a sharpener where you pull your knife through, but even that, I don't think it's very professional. And I don't know how many of you have seen the Wrangler Star video where he demonstrates the sharpener that he received from Russia. I would really recommend you to watch that video. It seems like the perfect tool for me, because I'm just not good at sharpening, and we need really, really sharp knives for the slaughter. I will get these sharp enough for the slaughter, for the processing, no worry, but it's just, I could get them much nicer, in much nicer shape. And I want to get that sharpener, because I think that's the only way for me to go to keep all my tools sharp. Unfortunately, it costs a few $100s, and for a family with 4 children wanting to live off the land, that's a high price tag. But there's some things you have to invest in that are more important when you do homesteading and farming, and that is one of them. So we'll have to invest them. But I'm just gonna sharpen these knives the best I can, so we can start the processing outside. So on this sharpener, you first have one for a little rougher work, and then at the end it's a ceramic stone in here where you do the finer work. I definitely notice a big difference. This is getting sharper, but I mean, it's far from its potential. So I'm gonna use the finer side right now, ceramic one. It might be just me, but it almost feels more dull now after the ceramic blade than it did after the first blade. Probably gonna receive lots of comments about how wrong I'm doing this and how to do it properly. Well, I'm open to hear, but it's just something I've never been good at. I really need to practice. But that sharpener really seems to be worth it to me. As a farmer, sometimes it's a blessing to be able to do so many different things. All from handling manure to handling trees to sharpening knives and processing, but sometimes it can also be a curse because you do so many different things and none of them you are the expert on. I think I'll have to be okay with this, and they're sharp enough for the processing. I really will have to invest in this sharpener. Sharp knives are really important in the whole process. A dull knife is actually way more dangerous than a sharp knife. Okay, it's still early and getting bright outside right now. I'm gonna go to the workshop now, and I have some cleaning up to do, and then I will show you the setup once it's done. Good morning, guys. You're hungry, huh? So these guys haven't had any food since yesterday afternoon, so that will just be nicer when we process them. And they are thinking that they will get food right now, but not today. Not today. So when we used to slaughter chicken, we had the water almost all the time way too warm, and now we have it on 65 degrees Celsius. And we dip the chickens in about 1 minute, and we do that in and out, in and out. We have a little neutral dish soap in the water, so that will help to penetrate the feathers and go all the way to the skin. That the dipping, the in and out, is really what gets the water all the way through the feathers, which will make it easy to pluck. If you use too hot water, the chicken starts cooking pretty much, and you don't want that. This will take about an hour and a half to warm up. Okay guys, I would like to show you our setup and show you what we're gonna do here. So, some of you guys might find this funny or weird. We just use very simple basic resources that we have on the farm now, and some of you might have heard that we will do this professionally next year. And actually this whole old stable is going to be completely remodeled. There's going to be new floor, new walls, new ceiling, and we will we will invest in some proper equipment, stainless steel killing cones and all that kind of stuff, a plucker. But this is how we have slaughtered for decades. Oh, my dad has slaughtered like this for decades. With simple equipment like this. The technique we have changed over the past years, but this you will probably be able to relate to much more. So here's where we're gonna kill the turkeys. That's a big killing cone. The blood is gonna go right in the bucket. For the chickens, I have a smaller one that's actually homemade because I didn't want to invest in a killing cone yet, and you know, when you live on a homestead with a family, you want to live off the land, you really have to count every penny. So we are saving right now, we're saving money we're saving money right now, so we can place an order with a plucker, a scalder, and killing cones and all of that. Well, this was a homemade one, it works great. It's plastic, so we can wash it off easily and everything. The blood will go there. Then we use this old pot. I don't know what you would call this in English. This is where you can make lots of marmalade or stews or whatever, and get it ready so you can put it in your larder or cellar or pantry for the winter. But that's what we use now. It's a little too small for the turkeys, but we'll manage. And then since we don't have a plucker yet, you know, we've just put up this ladder here, and we're gonna hook up the legs of the birds here. This is the wider and thicker one for the turkeys. Down there is for the chickens. So the legs just go in there, the bird hangs here, and we'll pull off the feathers and put them here into the wheelbarrow. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna take it over here where I will be taking off legs and head and gut the chicken. I will walk you through that process as well. I hope the turkeys will be quiet enough so we can hear what I say. I will clean this whole thing now. It's stainless steel. We have running water there, and we'll see how many we'll process. Look at these turkeys. Huh? That's gonna be a big Thanksgiving meal. No kidding. Huh? Are you ready? These guys have had a good life.